Ladies have a choice and men have a choice. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Maureen Lucy and today we are going to discuss on why marriages fail and what you should look up to while going into marriage. Why choosing a wife or why choosing a husband? First of all, before you make a choice of a husband, ask yourself, what are the qualities I need from a man? And what are the qualities I need my wife to have? And should be your background survey, the things you want to dig into and discover. So you have to start looking for the wife that has these qualities that will please you. And you also have to start looking for the man, for the husband that has qualities that you desire. And when you meet each other, you see the bond will be different from just meet and marry couple. So I will tell you when you want to marry. Ladies, when you want to marry, and men, when you want to marry. First of all, have a choice. Choice is very, very important. You should have a choice of the kind of man, the qualities of husband you want. And you should also have the choice of the quality of wife you want, and that subject terms it a wife material or a husband material. You always tell yourself you need a hardworking wife. Fine, that is your number one choice, a hardworking wife. Thereby, you should not go for the lazy girls. Number two, I need an intelligent and educated girl, lady. Fine. Then you also channel your choice of selection to those that are educated, right? And that is looking out for your choice. And then you also need a God-fearing wife that will always stick with you without cheating on you. That is number three. These are your choices. Then you always want a wife that will always be there for you to console you, to help you grow, to always be there for you, to be happy with you, to manage with you, and the rest of the things you want your wife to be doing for you. These are the choice you have for the wife. Then the wife, you should also look up to your choice of the kind of husband or the qualities of husband you want. You can start by telling yourself, I want a husband that will not like to see tears on my eyes. I want a husband that will always hug me whenever I comes back. I want a husband that will always be there with me in the kitchen to support me in the house chores. I will also want a husband that is God-fearing, that is always attending to my needs, my worries, everything you want. Just mention it. And after you do that, after you have mentioned your choices, then what you do next is to go to the church. Don't forget to go to the altar. Kneel down there and pray to God. List those qualities you want. Tell God, I want the qualities of a wife. These qualities from my wife. I want a wife that behaves like this. Just list it for God. And tell God, I also want to marry from so area. If you want to marry from your state, just mention it to God. If you want to also marry a wife that's based in Lagos, that's based in Abuja, or based in Port Harcourt, just list it for God and forget the rest of the things. Then what you have to do is to now wash your eyes with water. Just wash your eyes to know when the right person have come, when God have really answered your prayer. And sometimes in most cases, you can give God a timeline that before so time, so that you can easily checkmate how many girls you have really met within this period I gave God. Because when you believe that God answers prayer, you will know that God must surely answer all your prayers the way you want it. So when you have checked the qualities of these girls you are meeting time in, time out, then you know the person that measures up with the qualities of the wife you have. And I tell you, assuming the lady is in search of this husband material and you also in search of the wife material, and with these different choices and qualities you desire for each other, and unfortunately you meet each other at a point, how do you think you will feel with each other? You will feel loved with each other. You will feel very loved with each other. That is, you bump into each other and you have these qualities you desire, and I tell you that marriage will be very sweet, because you always remember to tell yourself, this is the kind of husband I prayed for, and this is the kind of wife I prayed for, and God, thank you, you have given her to me. And that is it. You'll be happy in your home. Then another area where you need to look up to in your husband, in finding a husband, is looking for a husband that has a high tolerance level. That is another main point. And also looking for a wife that has a high tolerance level. Please, it is very, very important. Then how do you dictate that your wife or your husband has a high tolerance level? You can start by, during the courtship or during the friendship or during the first meets and chats, you can do something that angers somebody, that can get her angry. You can do something that can get him angry, just to check the height of her anger, or to check the height of his anger. At least if a man can be able to calm down within some seconds, it means the man is good to go. And if the wife can calm down within some seconds of anger, it means that the wife is also good to go. It is always good to test the height of a man's anger, at least to know if the man is having a tolerance level for the wife, can have a tolerance level for the wife. Because most cases, men and women do hide their character. And that is why you see nagging women, you see nagging men, you see troublesome men, because they hid their character at first, and when they grow in maybe in their union, you see them bringing out their character. The man can be a dog, he can be barking like a madman, he can be fighting the wife, he can even be beating you to death. Then the wife will also be a nagging wife, because they did not test their tolerance level. We always need a wife that has a tolerance level. That is, that can understand and accommodate the wife. That can also understand and accommodate the husband. And that keeps the family growing. It tells the family to grow well, especially from external influences. Because when you are always angry with your wife, when you are always angry with your husband, it will make the neighbors, it will make the outsiders to start hearing your voice and know that you are not in good terms with your wife. And if devil wants to come in, that will be an opportunity to come in. Please, it is always good to test run the height of your husband's temperament, the height of your wife's temperament before you go into marriage. So if you see that you can accommodate the person's temperament, you are good to go. At least get this information on how your wife behaves or how your husband to be behaves before you acknowledge the marriage. That is it. Then another point is God-fearing. Also look for a husband that is God-fearing, because when the husband or the wife is God-fearing, God will always remind them of when they are doing the bad thing and when they are doing the wrong thing to their wife or to their husband. Even when the husband wants to cheat on the wife, God will always be there to remind him. You remember your promises to the wife, you remember your promises to your husband, and you see at that point it will be the man will feel guilty cheating on the wife, and the wife will feel guilty doing wrong to her husband. And These are what keeps the family growing. We should always remember that a God-fearing wife can push the mountain, that is, can shake the mountain for the family. We always say that behind every successful man, there is a woman. Behind every successful woman, there is a man. So we should always be there for each other. Always listen to, always look for a husband that will listen to you. And the wife and the husband always look for a wife that will always listen to you. You buy the husband idea, and the husband should always buy the wife's idea. And remember, most times the wife are the voice of God in your home. The wives are the voice of God in your home, because when you are out there doing your business, doing your normal work things, your wife is there praying and backing you up. And that is why it's always good to marry a dedicated wife, a God-fearing wife, and also a God-fearing husband that can even pray to push down mountain. These are the qualities of choice you should have for a husband or a wife, and many more to that. And also marry a husband that will understand that house chores, domestic work is not only for women these days. Let your husband be the kind of person that will always assist you, even in the kitchen, in the washing of the clothes, in other things. And make sure that your wife is also the kind of person that will also assist you and support you in doing business, in making money, in keeping the family growing, and the rest of it. If you are doing business, let your wife be a hardworking person, so that she will also assist you in doing the business, and you also assist the wife in doing the house chores or in doing other things. Help each other. Look for a wife or a husband that will help you in doing what you are doing and doing it best. And this keeps family growing. It brings bond between the husband and the wife when they are helping each other at home and even outside, even in their workplaces and the rest of it. And also marry a wife that will not be easily influenced by the outsiders. And also marry a wife that will not be easily influenced by his friends or by her friend. And also marry a wife that will not be easily influenced by her friends. And also marry a husband that will not be easily influenced by his friends. Marry a wife that will not be easily influenced by her friends. And marry a husband that will not be easily influenced by his friends. And also marry a wife that will not take your family outside. And also marry a husband that will not take your family outside. Not the kind of husband that will, when you demand for something, he will go outside to maybe tell his friends to air their view before attending to what you requested for. Some men are like that. Why do you need to go outside to tell your friends what your wife demanded before attending to that? And the same thing with the wife. When your husband tells you, I can't do this, you go outside to tell your friends that my husband said, for what reason? And they will tell you, don't grill, no grill. That this man say now you get the house. No. For what reason? For what reason will you do that? For what reason will you do that? Why do you need to frustrate your husband? Why do you need to do that? Another thing is, don't marry a man that will take your family outside or always listen to his friends. Then when you do all that and many more, you now ask yourself, this man, is he the kind of man I can live for a lifetime with? And is this the kind of woman, I will live forever with? Hope we're not going to have any issues along the line. Can I stick with her? Can I tolerate her? Can I love her like every day? Can I love her like every day? And all these questions you are going to ask yourself. Then if you are able to give yourself a positive response on all this, then you are good to go. You can go ahead and marry her. knowing that no matter her differences, no matter her weaknesses, that you can tolerate her. And that is the most important thing in marriage. And that is it. When you check all those things and many more, and you were able to give yourself responses and answers to all these questions that will keep popping on your mind, then you are good to go. And please never leave any question that pops on your mind untouched. Don't leave it unattended to, because you are going into marriage, and marriage is not just a game or just a friendship. Marriage is where you enter and you stay there. That is your lifetime position. So don't see marriage as, if it doesn't work, I come out of it. Then if you come out of it, where are you going? To my house? You're not going anywhere. So check very well if actually and truly that is where you can stay forever before going into that marriage with that man or that wife, because it's not a child's play. So thank you. As you key into my channel, please, I'll keep on releasing my other take home. You have to keep taking home my topics, because it will always aid you in your families. My next video will come up on teaching both all the female, both married, single, on how to checkmate your menstrual period. On how to check your menstrual periods. On how to know your system. On how to know your system so as to avoid unwanted pregnancies. And also be able to target the sex you want. Do you want male or do you want female? And that is what I will discuss in my next topic. So key in by subscribing to my channel below, and please share this video to your friends, at least for them to to feel it, to feel our topic, which is very useful. And please go to the description box below. You shall also see all other of my videos I have uploaded so far. So please open them and learn from them. It's quite interesting. Please share this video, subscribe, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Like this video as you watch. Thank you. God bless you. Bye-bye.